Barbara Corcoran from
One of my
Shark
favorite.
Tank.
Oh, hold on. I stepped all over it. I didn't know I was going to say from. Let's do it again.
On the Bobby Bones Show now.
Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank.
One of my favorite guests on the show because she's always so knowledgeable and funny. And she is host of Business Unusual. It's a podcast. And first of all, Barbara, welcome to the show. Tell our audience about your podcast because it is so good.
Oh, thank you for saying it's so good. I would wholeheartedly agree with you. You know, I'm good at giving advice. I always have been. And all I do is listen to people's problems, mostly business related, and answer their questions. I love it because I actually feel like I'm helping every single person who calls in. It makes me feel like a big shot.
Well, you are a big shot. There's trophies behind you. I see like 3 different big shot trophies on your shelf right there. Are those yours?
Of course they're mine. You think I bought them on eBay? Shame on you.
All right, I have some general questions for you because our listeners, our group needs a lot of advice. Number one, how do you feel when I say, do you need a college degree to make a good living?
Absolutely not. In fact, I've seen more instances where the college degree got in the way of making a living. If you're in business for yourself, you're going to work for someone, want to get ahead, you have to. It's like breathing too. You need a college degree, and you need a more advanced degree than that if you really want to get ahead. But if you want to start your own business, the sooner you get out and work, the sooner you learn to think on your feet, overcome obstacles, and keep getting back up, the better off you are. So if you're going to be spending a lot of time learning stuff in school, most of that stuff doesn't help you when you're starting your own business or when you're developing your own business. So you're better off with real life experience every time, without a doubt.
We get a lot of questions about job interviews. How would you answer the question in a job interview when someone says, so what's your biggest weakness?
Not honestly. What you want to do is name something so harmless. Like, the truth is I love doing the laundry and I do it every Saturday. That gets a laugh. Okay, but you don't want to say, I have a hard time with organization, or I don't get along with people so well. I mean, that's a trick question. You want to just come across as a saint with a little flaw, a little tiny darling flaw. And if you can make it funny, get the guy laughing, you know he's going to like you.
So something like, and I only floss 5 times a week, not 7.
No. Come on, Bobby. You know better than that. Come on.
What is the number one thing people should include on their resume other than just places they've worked?
The code words that appear in the help wanted ad, because what happens today is 70% of all the people seeking applicants vet out the application pool, because they'll get 500 applicants on a particular job, right? I know I interviewed very recently for a social media head. We had something like 72,000 applications over 4 weeks. Who knew there were that many people that even lived in the United States? But the only ones we looked at were the ones that in their resume had the keywords that we had put in our job description. People have to do that today to vet people out. So you want to look at those code words and make sure you include them somewhere in the description of your past. That's all.
I have a friend who's about to turn 30 years old and is about to get married, but is still renting and is hesitant on becoming a homeowner just because of today's economy. What is your advice to someone when it comes to buying a home right now?
There are a million excuses not to buy. All it is scarediness, disguising itself as some other reason. If you don't get in the game, no matter what goes on in the real estate market the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you're locked out for the most part, because you have to get a reason to play the game. Even if it's the tiniest studio, when that studio price goes up, the 1 bedrooms are going up and you stay with the market. But if you decide to wait it out, it never pays off. It never pays off. And there's always scary reasons. In fact, today, the guy who bought his house on Monday paid a lot less than you'll pay for it today. What day are we in? Wednesday? Wednesday.
Yeah.
Is it Wednesday? Yeah, right. So you're going to pay more today. That's how fast the market is moving. And you might say, hey, but what if the market goes the other way? Who cares? What you make at your house has more to do with when you have to sell. And most people don't have to sell. They optionally sell. So you time the sale, but you better not time the beginning of it. You better get in there as fast as you can.
You ever fired someone for being late too much?
I fired people for a lot less reasons than being late too much. Yeah, late is a problem. You know what it is more than anything? You miss part of your workday. That's, statistically proven that you've lost a half hour of your workday. Okay. But it's an indication of attitude. Anybody who's not an eager beaver to get in the desk or isn't smart enough to act like they are, is not enjoying the job, is not enthusiastic. And it's not just that first half hour, it's going to carry through the whole day. They're not anxious to be there. So their work ethic and the energy they put in their particular job is not sufficient, in my mind, as a boss. From the other side, as a worker, why would you want to be in a job that you don't want to go into in the morning? I mean, why not take a shot at another 4 jobs that you might also not like to go into, but why not change it up?
On with us now, Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank and also the Business Unusual podcast that as you're looking for new podcasts to listen to, I hope you guys check it out. She gives so much great advice. I have a few Shark Tank questions as well. How much do you know about the businesses before they come in and give you the pitch?
When that door opens, they walk through the shark tank with the sharks that are make-believe, by the way, on the side. When they walk through that, the doors open. It's the first time we see them. We don't know a thing about them until we get to question them. But what you might not know watching the show is a typical segment and runs about 7-8 minutes. We actually get to ask them questions for an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. So we know everything about them before we decide we want to bid, that we want to put a bid in on the deal. But we're totally blind. The other thing that a lot of people don't know, I know because I write the checks, is it's all of our own money. I mean, that's not a big deal for Mark Cuban. He's the only billionaire on the set. He can write checks on checks on checks. I don't even think he makes a note of them. But when I'm writing $100,000 check, $200,000, $500,000, I gulp every time thinking, I hope I made a good choice here. And when you really look at all the deals over Shark Tank, I've invested probably close to 90 now. I've been there since the very beginning. It's been 11 or maybe even 12 years. I'm losing count. Out of all those deals, usually only about 15% in my portfolio succeed and make up for the other ones that don't. So your odds on winning are not good, no matter how careful you are. But you're always sticking your own money in time and time and time again. And that's the pressure of the show.
Do you feel like you've made money from Shark Tank? Not them paying your fee to work, but investing your money. Are you ahead?
Well, I'm happy you're asking this year. Yes, I'm very, very well ahead because I've got a couple of home run hits that are amazing, like Comfy, which is a wearable blanket, and they have $30 million or $300 million in sales in 3 years. And all they had was a prototype handmade that they showed on the show. Nobody wanted them. Thank God I bought a third of that business. It's a money maker, but it's those kind of deals that make up for all the losses of the many entrepreneurs that are putting their heart and soul into the business and just can't make a go of it. The interesting question I ask myself every time is, why didn't they make a go of it? Like, how did I not see that train coming? And the answer always is, number one, the desire didn't sustain itself. Everybody's excited on Shark Tank, but then it's like a marriage. You know, you got to work it all the time, hustle like crazy all the time. And that's a problem for some people. And most importantly, every business that failed, the missing quality I now have realized after all these years is they don't know how to get past an obstacle quickly. They take a hit as a failure and take it personally and take a long time feeling sorry for themselves. Meanwhile, the business suffers. Meanwhile, they lose their mojo. And meanwhile, I lose my money. The worst part in my book.
Which of the sharks drives the nicest car?
The nicest car? Oh, come on. You must know that. That's Robert Herjavec. I think he owns, I'm probably exaggerating, maybe understating. I think he owns like 25 cars, all multi $100,000 cars. He drives a different car every day. You should interview him and ask him his favorite car. He'll give you a different answer every day of the week.
Barbara Corcoran is on with us, the Business Unusual podcast. I hope you guys check it out. Obviously, Shark Tank is on Friday nights on ABC at 8/7 Central. That is the show I can binge watch. If it comes on, if it's on anything, I will watch 3 or 4 hours of it.
You're not going out enough. You're not going out enough. Go out more.
Well, I'm not a big goer. I'm kind of a loser guy. That being said, speaking of losers, we got a couple of losers here on the show as well. They're always talking about their great ideas. Would you mind humoring? They each have 2 ideas they'd like to pitch out and just get your feedback on.
As long as I can be honest.
Be extra honest, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, good enough.
All right. You'll see now this guy his name is Lunchbox. Lunchbox, say hi to Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
I can tell already it's a bad idea, Lunchbox.
Oh, Barbara. Barbara, I've been watching from season 1. I'm so excited. I got this idea, and I'm like, we are going to be a home run team.
All right. Are you ready?
I see.
I'm
I
ready.
can't wait.
All right. I am looking for $50,000 for 25% of my company, Dirty Diapers on Demand, the Uber of diaper changing. All parents have had that moment when your kid has a disgusting dirty diaper that you want no part of changing. You go change it. No, you go change it. Oh, I don't want to change it. And that's where Dirty Diapers on Demand will show up wherever you are and change that disgusting diaper. We not only change the diaper, we take all the mess with us when we leave. So we wash your hands stay clean, your house stays smell free, and we take care of the dirty diaper. Now, who's ready to wipe some butts and cash some checks? Barbara, are you in?
No, I'm so out. You forget it. But I love your enthusiasm. Let me tell you why. Ask any wife who's had more than one kid how often she uses a dirty diaper to punish her husband because he hasn't bought her flowers in 2 years. Come on. No woman would give that task away when she could really get even with her husband. Forget about it. I'm out, and I'm out again for you.
Okay, one more from Lunchbox. Lunchbox, go ahead.
Barbara, I'm looking for $100,000 for 18% of my company, Sexy Sunscreen Service. Have you ever been with your boys heading out to the pool in Vegas, the beach in Miami, or wherever you're trying to catch some rays? Only problem is, who's going to rub sunscreen on your back? None of your boys are rubbing their hands on your body, so, oh no, you're going to get sunburned. Not so fast. That's where we step up with ladies in bikinis to come and rub sunscreen all over your body. Booths will be set up poolside, beachside, all over America, and we'll keep the sun off your back.
Love it. I'm in. I'm going to give you double the money. I love it. Good idea.
Oh, interesting.
She actually liked it.
How much did you ask for?
$100,000 for 18% of my company.
I'm giving you 2, but get good looking girls.
Oh, I will for sure.
But you don't have a company is the point.
No, but this is
This is what he needs. This is his motivation.
She really thinks this is a good idea, so we have something here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go over. This is our producer, Raymundo. Raymundo, you have just a few minutes with Barbara. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, Barbara. Okay, so first, my product is called Toilet Fleece. My mom and I, we think fleece will replace toilet paper in the next decade. Fleece offers an amazing alternative to toilet paper, and it's soft on your butt. Honestly, I've tried it. We can make a 12-pack of toilet fleece for $2 by getting the fleece at Hobby Lobby. Should we go about trying to get a patent, or should we just make toilet fleece for family and friends to reuse?
Well, I'm definitely out. And forget about getting a patent. Nobody wants that stupid business. Just keep your money in your pocket. I'm keeping mine in mine.
All right, one more. Raymundo, go ahead.
All right, I'll tell my mom that. Okay, this next product is called Expiration Enforcer. It's a device that magnetically sticks on your fridge. When you get groceries, you enter the receipt. It will notify you if something is close to expiring. So once you've done that, then it'll give you a countdown on how many days you have to eat, drink, whatever, something. I've been told it'll cost $50,000 for a patent and to get it up and running. Will you invest in this, Barbara?
With a contingency that you could really actually make that happen. Sounds complicated. It's relying on technology. If you can make it happen, you got me. But if you can't, no. Prove it. And tell that to your mother.
Yeah. If you had to pick one of those 4 things, obviously you're not going to put any money in. They don't have anything but a crazy idea. Which one do you feel like has the best shot there?
The bikini. And let me tell you, it is a good idea. I'm serious. You know why? Because it has the added advantage of everybody wanting a photo. What guy wouldn't sign up for that just to have his girlfriend take a photo of 2 bikini-clad ladies rubbing oil all over him? It's a great photo opportunity. So you have natural born marketing as part of the process.
There you go. Lunchbox.
Yes,
Good
I
job.
love you guys.
Good job today.
All right, listen, you guys check out the Business Unusual podcast. Check out Shark Tank. Barbara, we always love having you on the show. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the week.
You guys are a lot of fun. Thanks.
It's a Bobby Bones Show.